too. So, second go round.
Yeah.
Was there anything you sort of said to Mark to change up from the first time to the second?
Bigger, more. No, I mean, we always knew coming out of the last movie. Last movie was an origin story. We decided to start over with this group of actors. It was about becoming Spider-Man. This movie, we decided, this is about being Spider-Man. We don't have to deal with any of the sort of existential questions about whether I should or shouldn't. So you get to have fun. You get to just indulge in all of it. And we wanted to build up Oscorp as this, as this dark planet of evil. So that at the moment of his greatest virtuosity, bad things are coming for Peter Parker. And the love story is the jewel in the middle of this, and it's intense, and we went for it.
The love story is certainly intense. Personally, it was my favourite bit. But obviously, you've got a big audience to appeal to, a broad audience to appeal to. Is there any particular part of that audience you're trying to aim for with this film?
The thing about a Spider-Man movie is if you do it right, it's honestly a movie. It's one of the very few movies that can be for everybody. So, no, I mean, there isn't one audience. We go after everybody because, you see, I mean, everybody shows. I used to be a studio executive, so, very unusual that a movie is targeted towards everyone. It really is here. I mean, it's emotional. It's for everybody. You've got to deliver to kids. You got to deliver to grown-ups. You got to deliver to old people. My mom cares. My 7-year-old cares. It's across the board. It really is.
And obviously, Marvel sort of changed the stakes, I think, with what you're doing currently. Yeah. There are obviously movements to get to where they're going.
Sure.
But how much pressure is there to build a bigger universe? What do you even do with the characters that you've got?
Sinister Six, Venom, and another Spider-Man movie in the pipeline. I mean, we've wanted to expand our universe for a long time. Marvel is awesome, and I love what they do, and I love what those movies are. And was it a spark or yeah. We have so many characters in our arsenal, and it's time. It's time to blow that out. So that's what we're doing.
And obviously, with the Venom movie, with the Sinister Six movie, there's a certain name not on the credits there. Now, are we going to, or certainly not on the title there, are we going to see Spider-Man crop up, or is it the start of the supervillain movie?
We'll see. I mean, that would be an enormous spoiler that I cannot give you. I would just say that anything is possible. And that's the fun of that, and that is what you see in some of those Marvel movies. Once you sort of decide to open up the universe, the rules go out the window and you get to have fun. So without actually answering the question, we'll see what happens.
Okay, and talking about rules out the window, you've obviously been working quite closely with the Marvel team for a long time now. Yeah. Have there been any discussions at any level about bleeding in beyond just buildings? Any characters just swinging by to say hi in a movie?
We talk about everything all the time, but Marvel and Disney and Sony are obviously two very different companies. So as great as it would be, the truth is, no. Right now, this group of people are working with the characters in the Spider-Man universe. But there are tons of them. The question everybody asks is, is Spider-Man going to show up in the Avengers? That's not a plan for now. Right now, Spider-Man, the truth about Spider-Man is he kind of swings alone, that's his plight. And so it's not happening anytime soon.
You've got a lot of villains, tons of villains characters in the universe. How many other heroes have you got? Because I don't know quite what the deal entails. Who can you draw on?
Well, there are plenty of here, if you look, for example, at Venom, I think knee-jerk people think Venom, a villain. Really? Venom is a character that has this sort of innate sense of goodness and justice. So there are lots of characters who can be a little bit of both. So when you start talking about a Sinister Six movie, is it just going to be all bad guys going around being bad? No, there's complexity to all of them. And that's part of the fun that we're having right now as we're kind of building it, is some characters are way worse than, when I say worse, badder than others. So there's a lot you can do. There's a lot of guys who are really horrible and a lot who are somewhat redeemable.
Marvellous. Thank you very much, Matt. Been a pleasure, sir.